My buddy Joe was feeling kind of lonesome. His brother and his wife had run away. His truck had lost its shocks, and his gun rack was in hock. So I thought he might enjoy the SCA. I handed him a beaded velvet bag and a party-colored brocade coat hardy. He said, I can't wear that. May as well wear a feathered hat. So I gave him one, and I said, listen to me. That ain't a dress, it's a tunic. That ain't a purse, it's a pouch. Those ain't tights, they're oh hell, have another beer. It'll keep you from vegging on the couch. Now at the meeting I said, you'll now be called Josephus. And I know you think Toledo's where you're bored. He said, in Spanish I got C, so Toledo's fine with me. And I said, you reside in Ross Gear's Fjord. Oh, I had to get between him and the exit. Give him a glass of mead so he would stay. He said, where's my Bud Light? I said, hush, you'll start a fight. Just listen to what I got to say. That ain't a dress, it's a tunic. That ain't a purse, it's a pouch. Those ain't tights, they're... Have another beer. It keep you from becoming such a grouch. Now, Joe was never really good at high school, at languages and prose and learning rhymes. Civics was a mystery, and he failed to learn from history. He was doomed to repeat it 3 times. But he was always pretty good at scrapping, so I took him to the list so he could train. Oh, he took a hit below his shirt where no man ought to hurt. And I said to him as he looked at me in pain, that ain't a dress, it's a tunic. That ain't a purse, it's a pouch. Those ain't tights, they're no hell, have another beer. Straighten up or you'll be in a permanent crouch. Now, Joe thought that he weren't cut out for Pennsic, and he seemed to have a real bad case of sad. Well, I know a thing or 3 about skating therapy. There ain't nobody lonesome down at Vlad. Well, even Hamlet weren't no good at parties, but I took him to the gate, gave him a shove. He found himself a she who was more depressed than he. She whispered in his ears these words of love. That ain't a dress, it's a tunic. That ain't a purse, it's a pouch. Those ain't tights, honey. Have another beer. It's period to live life in a slouch. Joe and his lady started traveling widely. His truck is fixed, his gun rack holds a sword. He bought memberships for life for his brother and ex-wife. And he's the owner of a record duct tape hoard. But one day at Troll he heard a youngster moaning about the loner garb he had to use. Joe took him by the scruff and he said, I've had enough. I got some good advice you can't refuse. That ain't a dress, it's a tunic. That ain't a purse, it's a pouch. Those ain't tights, son. Are you a legal drinking age? Let's have a homebrew beer. You'll become a happy skating, I vouch.